I want to apologize to Nip. On behalf of all the Crips and the Rolling 60s and the Nipsey Hussle fans of the rapper, I'm sorry. I apologize. I apologize. And the reason I'm apologizing, because a Crip nigga came to me and told me, if you want me to say, if you want me to hear you, nigga, and I want him to hear me, I want Crip Mac to hear me. So on behalf of Crip Mac and all the Crips and the Crip Nation and all the Nipsey Hussle fans, I apologize. I'm sorry. I ain't gonna ask y'all to forgive me because I know most y'all have unforgiving hearts. But I apologize to his family.
What's good with the YouTube world? It's Coffee back at it, man. Couple topics to get into with y'all real quick. And you guys hear that first clip there, Charleston White apologizing to Nipsey Hussle, his family. And, this is not something we've really seen from Charleston White since he popped up in the blogosphere, you know what I mean? Being apologetic and things of that nature. And, you heard what he said. His reasoning behind apologizing is because someone came to him or there was some kind of conversation that happened, and ultimately, he wants his message to be heard. And that's something I've heard numerous times regarding Charleston White. And, from people who have been tapped in directly with him, that Charleston White ultimately wants to make a change and, knows that in this current climate of the internet and the blogosphere that to get individuals' attention that you may have to be brash or controversial. You know what I'm saying? This is something everyone knows regarding how the internet works. You wild out, do something or say things that are bold or disrespectful, individuals is going to pay attention. It's just the way it works. But hit the comments. Let me know what you guys think about this. Are you surprised to see him apologize? Do you fuck with Charleston White in general? Or do you have a different theory behind what's going on here? I'm not saying this, but I'm sure a lot of, individuals may think that maybe he was pressed or something like that. Again, I'm not saying that's what happened, but I just want to know what y'all think. So tap in. Moving along, speaking of Nipsey Hussle, as always, R.I.P., to the legend, who is always legendary, right? We know that for sure. But I'm sure many may have heard the news by now, as we've been speaking a lot about the rapper, the game, and following everything going down, leading up to this new project, Drillmatic, that just dropped. Again, comment with your thoughts on the album as a whole. But something we were going over the other day was all the features on the album. And of course, we saw there was a Nipsey Hussle feature. Number 28, right on the track list, World Tours featuring Nipsey Hussle. And, reportedly, I'll supply a link for y'all to go tap into a WACK100 segment where he's speaking about this situation, though. 90 minutes, I guess, before the project was going to drop, WACK100 has stated that he got word that Blacc Sam wanted that off the project. You know what I mean? He was not authorizing it. He wasn't blocking with it. And, it was taken down. And I saw some people commenting about that when the album first dropped. I saw some people saying, yo, what's up with this one track? It seems to be missing off Apple Music and stuff like that. Everyone was like, what the fuck's going on? And what do you guys think about this, man? There's been a lot of talk, if you guys remember way back a couple years ago when the game was, repping for Nipsey Hussle hard, posting about him all the time. There was a lot of individuals who felt that it was a bit too much. And then we even went on to see one of Nip's All Money In artists, Boss Hogg, also known, as All Money In BH, called the game a clown when he saw the game selling prolific records, t-shirts and everything. And, the game was like, yo, that's me keeping Nipsey Hussle's name alive. You know, ultimately it's a good look for Nip. It's nothing but love to Nip, and that's my new record label, which is wild because if you guys, you know, think about it, we don't see anything about Prolific Records anymore, you know, but there was a whole nother situation with all that. As, you know, constantly we speak about the game's financial situations, you know, with all these civil judgments against him. As I always point out, he's like cooked the books, moved money around, you know, revenue going different places. As every time that woman Priscilla Rainey would go to court and try to obtain some of these revenue for these judgments, as well as other individuals who the game owes money from civil judgments, they'd say, hey, we found, you know, this revenue stream here, take the money from there, and then, you know, the game would move it somewhere else and everything. And, you know, that was an aspect to it all where he was creating this new record label, but All Money In BH wasn't fucking with it. He wasn't feeling it. And, you know, back during that time, I remember a lot of people saying, hey, if it's cool with Blacc Sam, if I don't hear Blacc Sam speaking out against this, it's cool with me. And we know Blacc Sam is kind of a dude as far as the blogosphere, social media. He stays in the cut. You know what I mean? He's not a dude who's posting and speaking out all the time and stuff. You know, it seems to be all business with that guy. And now we see that he, you know, just took issue with this. Like, what does that say to you guys, that he did not want Nip appearing on this game project? Comment, let me know what y'all think. WACK100, you know, said that the track was mixed, mastered, ready to go. You know, he was saying Blacc Sam's in his feelings, and, you know, that's fucking ish up. That game never did anything but rep for Nip. You know, he helped Nip get his deal with Atlantic by taking him back on tour back in the day. This is all according to WACK. I'm going to supply a link below where y'all can go tap into this more. And, you know, he wasn't going in like talking real greasy about Blacc Sam, but you could definitely tell he felt some kind of way. He said Blacc Sam's in his feelings. He said that he knows for a fact there's 80 tracks of unreleased Nipsey Hussle music that he knows of. And, you know, Blacc Sam isn't moving like the way individuals who were calling the shots for Biggie and Tupac, like after their passing, how they dropped music, brought in money, kept the name and legacy alive musically and stuff like that. He's saying Blacc Sam ain't doing that, and that, you know, this dude doesn't know anything about the music industry, according to WACK. Once again, don't think I'm saying this, you know. He knows about t-shirts. I was like, damn, that's cold. And, you know, he just feels like ultimately Blacc Sam's actions are hurting Nipsey Hussle's legacy musically. But at the end of the day, you know, we know that Blacc Sam, Nipsey Hussle, these guys, you know, pretty much everyone they ran with are very stand-up individuals, and morals and principles and things like that mean something. So, you know, taking all that in, to me, that says something. You know, that says to me that a lot of the stuff we were hearing talk of, you know, back around that time and since then, that people really weren't feeling a lot of ish that the game was doing, you know, with Nip's name and everything. That maybe they did feel he took it a bit too far beyond just showing love. But comment and let me know what y'all think about this.
They say all kind of stuff about, like, he said he wrote What Up Gangsta?
What Up Gangsta, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, come on, bro. He wasn't even around when we did that. Like, that was before you even came into the picture. Like, that's Get Rich or Die Trying. He didn't even...
Come into after that.
Yeah, we didn't even know who he was till after. But there's a point where desperation where you say anything. Like, this is how to rob me and how to rob.
Yeah.
Columbia, you know what I'm saying? Well, I'm like, yo, because after Big and the Tupac thing, artists was kind of staying away from saying everybody's name.
Mm-hmm.
This is when they doing 23 bets on winning them. Threats I'm sending them. Lex 3 TV sets, the minimum. That's Nas about Jay-Z in my lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that it was all subliminal. Say everything I got to say about you without saying it's for you. And let the listener go, oh, he's saying this. You know what I'm saying? So they were still doing that. And I was like, okay, I'm saying everybody's name because it looks like I'm going back to the neighborhood. I'm going to be subjected to what the hood got for you anyway. So it just didn't matter. It was like, whatever, I'm going back anyway. It looked like.
All right, y'all, you guys hear 50 Cent there. Making some very interesting statements, man. 50's a very, very smart dude. We know, we know the career he had in the rap game, one of the biggest debuts all time, on the mainstream wise, as he had been around before in the cut, working hard trying to get on, had a deal with Columbia, ultimately got dropped after he got shot. But we were just talking yesterday in one of my videos about How to Rob, and you heard him there say How to Rob was him as a desperate attempt trying to, get on in the rap game, because back then you didn't just say people's names on tracks when it came to dissing. You know what I mean? You took subliminal jabs and whatnot. And if you think about it, man, desperation is right. He wanted to do anything to get on. And he's saying regarding the game, if you guys remember that a while back, that was coming out on Clubhouse and everything, WACK100 in game, they were claiming that he wrote the "What up, gangsta?" You know what I'm saying? And that was shot down by Sha Money XL back then. And now we hear 50 Cent himself shooting it down. And it's just kind of shows the way different individuals maneuvered in their career. Like, of course, 50 Cent was desperate at that time back on. He was trying to get on, The game's desperate currently now in this current day. And that just shows how he made a lot of bad mistakes, a lot of bad decisions, and ultimately hasn't been very truthful with the people a lot of times. Like, he's told a lot of lies, as we just saw a couple days ago. Them reference tracks leaked out, where it confirmed that 50 Cent never was lying about all the work he did, helping with the game's debut project and helping him not get dropped from the label. You know what I mean? Like, just not a very good look for the game at all. And it's been a lot of bad looks for the game leading up to this project, as we've been covering on this channel, man. So I don't know. Again, I like the drillmatic project has been having mixed reviews, but as I've been stating, this is kind of, to me, seem like this is one of the game's last chance to try to turn it around with his reputation, and the momentum behind his name in the rap game as an artist. And I don't know, y'all let me know what you guys think about it. But that's all I got on this one. I'm about here. Don't forget to subscribe, but more importantly, as I always, join the discussion in them comments. It's J Coffee Talk, music, news, sports, and more. I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.